Hello guys, this weekend it's Manchester United versus Leeds yet again, so let's get into it. Let's cue that intro. Oh no, and welcome back to Matchday Live, and it's me Dan back again, and it's deja vu yet again, but this time we face them at Elland Road. It's Manchester United versus Leeds. This time it's the reverse fixture of the game that we played on Wednesday. So the team I've gone for, I think it kind of picks itself. I think we'll probably play with Rashford, Weghorst, Sancho, and then Sabitzer, Fred, Fernandez, and then obviously Luke Shaw, Martinez, Varane, and Dalot, and obviously David De Gea. There is talk of actually Pelistri or Garnacho starting out on that right-hand side, but I think for a better team, I think we'll probably go with Rashford and Sancho up front, and obviously, with injuries to Anthony and McTominay, apparently those two are going to be out for the next couple games. So yeah, that's a bit of a worry for us. But let's see what happens. Anyway, let's talk about the last game, which was the. It was the Man United game against Leeds, which was on Wednesday, and we drew 2-2. From where we started, it looked like Man United were going to lose, but we made a comeback and we came back and drew the game 2-2, and we was unlucky not to. Unlucky not to get the winner in the end. I think pretty much by the end both teams run out of steam. So. It is going to be one of them games yet again, especially at Elland Road. They're going to be up for it yet again, so United will have to be ready. So let's start off with the first half. We started literally in the first minute. Nonto scored for Leeds, and it was a good goal. Just outside of the box, the Leeds player just went on through and scored. It was a good finish, but I think David De Gea maybe should be doing better. Although you might have saw it late, but I think the Man United players should have done better as well. It showed that goal in the first half, we missed Casemiro, because I think if Casemiro's in that team, he's not going to get that shot away. So, yeah, we just, I think it was Sabitzer and Fred in midfield. They just showed that, they're not up to the task just yet. It's going to be interesting to see what happens from now anyway. We'll it's going to be a tough game for Sabitzer and Fred on Sunday anyway. But it's going to be a massive game anyway. Nonto went through and scored. So it looked, great start to the game, 1-0 for Leeds, and it looked like, Man United is going to be one of them games where they score 1-0 and they're going to just park the bus. But they didn't really park the bus, because they did have chances after the game, after the goal as well for Leeds. But United also had chances. Garnacho had two really good chances. One where he went round the goalkeeper, and then another chance where I think he just missed it wide. I think it was Fernandez got the ball into him. He took a touch, and he literally just went. It just literally just went side the other side of the post. He was really unlucky, but great. If that was Rashford, they would have scored. So. Second half came, and Rashford started on the left-hand side, and Garnacho went out on the right-hand side, and pretty much Garnacho for the rest of the game was not really up for it. So I wouldn't be surprised if Garnacho doesn't start this weekend, and I expect Sancho will come on and will start, and I think he probably will start on the right-hand side. And even though, we've got players who can play there, like Pelistri. I think Pelistri, when he came on, I think he pretty much did a job there. So I wouldn't be surprised if Pelistri gets a start, but I can't see it happening. But the other thing that makes me laugh is, we took Weghorst off, and we started crossing balls in as well. Oh, by the way, they did score in the first half, in the first couple of minutes as well. In the second half, it was an own goal. It was Nonto down on that left hand side. He just pretty much just crossed it across goal, and it hit Varane, and it just went past David De Gea at the front post, and he just got done by that. Where David De Gea probably on another day would have saved that. But he's unlucky, David Hay, and it was unlucky for us as well. So yeah, we was losing 2-0, and then the changes happened, and we started crossing the ball, which made me laugh because, like I said, we didn't really cross the ball when we had 6'6" striker in Veghorst trying to get onto the ball. So yeah, I felt sorry for him because he wasn't getting the service first half, but then second half we started crossing balls in, and we got one of our first goals through Rashford, which was a header. I think it was Delow with the cross, and yeah, I think it was a good header from Rashford. So then that was 2-1, and then literally a couple minutes later, Luke Shaw and Sancho down on that left-hand side, cut inside. Luke Shaw, went overlapped, and somehow the ball just fell back to Sancho, and then Sancho went through and scored. It wasn't the best of hits, but I think it surprised Meslier, and it was a good finish. Well, it was a goal nonetheless from Sancho, so it was good for him to score as well. So it was very unlucky from that. And then we also had another chance late on with Varane at the back post with a header. But it was a good save from Meslier, and he made some really good saves as well, Meslier, because I think that in the first half we had Sabitzer, we had, the Garnacho chances. So there's loads of chances, but we just need to be better. We need to be better on Sunday against Leeds, and it's going to be interesting to see if they have a new manager by then. I don't think there will be, because at the moment there's still no appointment for a manager, so it could be still the the three assistant managers, I'd say the three coaches still taking control of Leeds. So we need to be better. We need to be aware of their attack this weekend, and we need to make sure that they don't score first, because obviously if they score first, they're just going to do the exact same plan like they did against us at Old Trafford on Wednesday. So we definitely need to we definitely need to get something on. We definitely need to start better, to say the least, because we didn't really start that well. The goal kind of woke us up, I get that, but in the end, we shouldn't be letting in like first minute goals, should we really? And I just hope Sabitzer and Fred, will kind of wake up a bit more in midfield, because I think they did well without Casemiro, but it showed that, we missed Casemiro in that game. So luckily enough, obviously, he's going to be available. Well, he should be available for the Barcelona game, because we do have the Barcelona first leg after this game. So that's going to be a massive game for us. And I think we've got Leicester next week as well. I think we've got Leicester. Is it Leicester at home? I'm pretty sure it's Leicester at home. So yeah, it's gonna be one of them games this weekend against Leeds. So we definitely need the 3 points as well, because I think we dropped 2 points against Leeds, because I think by the time we got that second goal, it looked like United were going to go on and steamroll them, because they looked so shocked that they got those goals. So it was he was unlucky not to. We was unlucky not to get the win. I thought, if we just got that goal in that first half, if it was 1-1 at half time, I reckon United would have gone on to win that game. But yeah, we were just, I don't know. It's just unlucky goals, and yeah, I don't know. Yeah. So what else can we talk about? We've got 10 minutes. The new ownership. So loads of, obviously, apparently there's five. I'd say 5 consortiums. I'd say five groups of business players and business people trying to buy Man United. The main one that's coming out quite a lot is obviously Jim Ratcliffe. Apparently last night he's could be doing the exact same thing that the Glazers did, and he bought Man United through banks and bonds and loans, which wouldn't be that good for United, but obviously he knows how to run a football club. So there's him, and then obviously there's the oil money. Quite a few Man United supporters do want the oil money, which, okay, it would be nice for the oil money, I wouldn't lie, but You know, it's basically they're sport washing, aren't they? It's Qataris, that's what I'm on about. You know, to be honest, all I want is Glazers out, to be honest. So, to be honest, I don't really mind who buys Man United. I just hope that, you know, they put all their focus into Man United, not like the Glazers did for the last 17 odd years. So, yeah, we just need to watch out for that. With the new owners, and apparently the owners bidding's gonna start next week. Apparently by the end of the next week we should have like bids in, so let's see what happens with that. So that's going to be interesting next week. If we might have new owners by next, well, we might have potential new owners by the end of next week. Let's see what happens with that. And then there was also talk of obviously the Glazers not selling, and they're just looking for you know, potential investors as well. So I don't know. I'm not too sure. But anyway, we do have a football game this weekend. It's Leeds again. After Tuesday's game, I would say probably another draw. But if United turn up, if we can turn up and beat Leeds at Elland Road, we need to score first and make sure, you know, we silence the crowd. If we silence the crowd, I reckon we will win the game. But it's going to be a tough one. At Old Trafford, I was expecting a win, and you know, I think everyone was expecting a win. But this time, I'm not too sure what's going to happen. So you never know. So for my score prediction, do you know what? I might go 2-1 Man United. I reckon United might nick it. It's going to be one of them games where United will nick it, or, you know, we'll get 2 goals and then they get a late goal, and, you know, obviously the Elland Road crowd will be up for it as well. So I reckon it's going to be one of them games. It's going to be a tough game for United, but I think we might just nick it in the end, because I think we'll have a reaction from Wednesday, I'd say. So I'm actually going to end it here for today. So please like, comment and subscribe, and don't forget to leave your score prediction below. So right, guys, I'm going. Bye.